Have you ever wondered if nature holds secrets to our destiny? Well, today we're diving into something fascinating. We're going to explore how one single ancient tree, the Baragad, or Banyan Tree, is seen in Vedic astrology as a living bridge to the cosmos, something that can actually harmonize planetary energies and maybe even shape our fate. Let's get into it.
This idea is right at the heart of Vedic Jyotish, or Indian astrology. It's this deep wisdom that sees the whole world, the natural world, as completely interconnected with the planets. It looks at these giant, ancient trees as these powerful conduits, almost like living antennas, that are channeling cosmic energy right down here to Earth. So let's meet the star of our show, the Baragad tree, which you probably know as the banyan. In Hindi lore, this tree is huge, and not just physically. It's a sacred symbol of eternity itself. I mean, its whole structure is seen as a physical map of the divine trinity. Brahma, the creator, is said to live in its roots. Vishnu, the preserver, is the trunk, and Shiva, the great transformer, is in its branches. Okay, so how does this incredibly sacred tree actually connect to the stars? That's the big question, right? Let's unpack its cosmic code and see how the Baragad is believed to influence the very planets that govern our lives. First, we gotta understand the problem that these remedies are trying to solve. If you've ever had a period in your life where it just feels like the universe is working against you, well, Vedic astrology might call that a dosha. A dosha is basically a planetary affliction in your birth chart, and it's believed to show up as very real, tangible challenges. Things like instability, conflict, or just constant delay. This slide really breaks it down perfectly. It shows you the two faces of a planet's energy. Let's take Mars, for example, known as Mangal. When its energy is afflicted, kind of out of whack, you get what's on the left. It can spark conflict, cause arguments, all that fiery stuff. But when that same energy is grounded and balanced, it becomes this amazing source of courage and action, which you see on the right. And the whole goal of these rituals is to make that shift happen. And check this out. This is what shows you just how versatile the Baragad tree is believed to be. It's not just a one-trick pony for Mars. Oh no. While it's famous for taming the fire of Mars, it's also used to help with the heavy delays of Saturn, cut through the illusions of Rahu, and even bring stability to the energies of Jupiter and the Moon. It's a real powerhouse. Okay, so we've got the problem, these planetary afflictions, and we've got our ally, the mighty Baragad tree. So now let's get into the practical solutions, the specific rituals that are designed to tame these really powerful planetary forces. Now, here's the crucial thing. You don't need some huge, elaborate ceremony. These remedies are actually super accessible, and they're rooted in simple, consistent acts of devotion. And look, this isn't a quick fix. The practice is usually done for about 40 to 108 days. That's a period believed to be just long enough to really transform those cosmic hurdles into highways for growth and grace. All right, let's start with the warrior planet, Mars. Its day is Tuesday, and that is the specific, dedicated time to perform a ritual to balance its intense, fiery energy. The process, as you can see, is just wonderfully straightforward. On a Tuesday, you find a Baragad tree. The first thing you do is make an offering of fresh milk at its roots. This is symbolic, right? It's about cooling and nurturing the planet's intense heat. And then you follow this up by chanting a specific mantra. So how many times do you chant? Well, the sacred number here is 108. In so many Eastern traditions, this number represents the wholeness of existence, the entire universe. So completing 108 repetitions is like finishing a full cycle of devotion. It kind of seals the deal on the ritual's intention. So, what's the payoff for doing this? Well, this simple act is believed to directly tackle the problems that an afflicted Mars can cause. It can help ease aggression, soothe arguments in relationships, and it's considered especially helpful for anyone who has a Mangal dosha in their chart. That's a specific planetary placement often linked to challenges in marriage. Now let's shift gears and turn our attention to Saturday. This day is ruled by Saturn, the planet of karma, lessons, and discipline. It's also a really powerful time to address the shadowy influence of Rahu, which is the planet of illusion. The ritual for these two heavy hitters has a few more steps, but it's just as accessible. On a Saturday, you go to the tree and you tie a black cotton thread around its trunk 3 times. This symbolically binds any negative influence. Then you light a lamp with sesame oil, which is an offering specifically for Saturn. And just like the Mars remedy, you finish it all off by chanting the Shani mantra 108 times. And the benefits here? They're pretty profound.
This ritual is said to dissolve those frustrating delays and obstacles that are so often blamed on Saturn. At the same time, it helps you cut through the fog and confusion of Rahu, leading to a lot more stability and a much clearer, more focused mind.
But the Baragad's importance goes so much deeper than just these remedies. It's also this incredible, powerful symbol of something more, a spiritual anchor that really represents eternity itself. I mean, just look at the sheer depth of its symbolism. Its ever-expanding roots are said to mirror the soul's infinite journey. It's the tree that Lord Shiva meditated under, where Lord Krishna rested. It's even seen as a portal to connect with your ancestors, helping to resolve something called Pitru Dosha, or ancestral afflictions. When you think about all that spiritual and ecological value, it is absolutely no surprise that this is the national tree of India.
So really, the big takeaway is this. The Baragad isn't just a tool for a quick astrological fix. It's seen as a living oracle. Its massive, grounded presence offers us a way to take the most chaotic, volatile energies in our own lives and anchor them in something stable, strong, and eternal. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? The wisdom of the Baragad isn't just about ancient rituals for planets. It really asks us a very modern question. In a world that so often feels chaotic and temporary, what can we learn from this ancient giant about growing our own lasting roots?